So recently I was questioning my life choices, as I do every few weeks as a young adult in their mid-20s, you know? Just a normal day. And I thought of using my joy for creativity and planning new projects as a career instead of just doing something in IT to make as much money as possible and spend the least possible time at work. So I went on job forums to look for work in creative direction, storyboarding, working on diverse projects for clients, making commercials, stuff like that. And I found this really cool junior position for exactly those things that I was looking for. And the more I kept reading, my hope grew and grew until I arrived at the very last part of the job description. My excitement died down faster than Jojo Siwa dropped her girlfriend for an older man.
The ability to use AI in the art design workflow to help with the process of design work according to the wishes of our clients.
Let's read that again. Use AI. Okay, that part is not surprising to see anymore when it comes to capitalist company job listings, unfortunately. Use AI in the art design. Oh god. Oh, you sold your soul to the devil. The moment I saw this line, I stopped skimming over the job listing and lost all respect for this marketing company. These companies usually are home to real artists and graphic designers, but are willing to fold for companies looking to use AI for their ads. And this is not even the only job listing I've seen that was looking for people to actively use generative AI for storyboarding, content creation, marketing, all that stuff. I expected that especially creative fields would absolutely not ask for anything AI related in their job listings, but here we are. A while back when the Ghibli trend was going on, a graphic designer at my workplace changed her profile picture to an AI generated image of her in the Ghibli art style. The moment I saw someone did that and the moment I saw who did that, I was speechless. Like, why are you engaging in something that is actively threatening to take away your job? Why did you study for a profession out of a passion for creating and designing, only to then proudly produce AI slop stealing that very thing? Why are you actively using an art style that you like, whose creator is arguably the biggest enemy of AI art on the planet, without understanding what this even means? It just hurts to see, man. And I've encountered it in other facets of my workplace as well, like software testers using AI generated images as test files or profile pictures for their mock profiles. I mean, I get it, you won't need to pay for a stock image site or worry about image rights of some other people or any of the sort, but like, AI art? Really? My boss literally had me attend a meeting to discuss a possible new business strategy by creating e-learning content with AI. The case study was a guy who fed the AI with images and voice recordings of himself for it to make an avatar to hold the presentation so he wouldn't need to actually do it himself. I understand that this is a time saver when it comes to recording, but at the same time, you are essentially willingly creating a deepfake of yourself. Like, using a technology that is so dangerous and concerning by actively feeding it your data, it's scary. It's like, I literally do not understand why you would do that. Listen, I've never been someone with strong opinions. I don't usually get into fights or heated discussions because I'm mostly just standing in the middle, but somehow generative AI art is a different story. We're already fighting climate change and a dying economy, and now we're engaging in stuff that is super detrimental to the environment and taking away the fun aspects of life. A Twitter user once said, "I want AI to do the laundry and the dishes so that I can draw and write, not for AI to draw and write so I can do the laundry and the dishes." And I think this perfectly puts into perspective just how dumb and scary the dominance of AI generated slop currently is. It also really makes me worry just how normalized it is. Like, it's literally a new form of media literacy to know what's AI generated and what isn't. Similar to, say, a phishing email versus a real one, or a photoshopped image versus a real photograph back in the day. My mom recently showed me a cute cat gift that her co-workers sent her, and when I said, "Yeah, that's cute, but it's AI," she literally was so surprised. She didn't recognize it immediately when I found it blatantly obvious, and that fact alone is incredibly concerning. And since AI usage is becoming so normalized, people just assume that you use it or that you're okay with using it. I literally just said, "I don't want to write this paper," and this other girl goes, oh, just use ChatGPT. This is giving I like pancakes, oh, so you hate waffles. Like, no, excuse me, I value integrity, and if I'm supposed to be graded for something that I created, why would I use AI to do it for me? I actually enjoy the writing part of writing a paper, and no amount of laziness could make me throw away my moral compass and just turn in a lie. Like, I would feel so bad. I cheated once in math, and I was caught, and the teacher looked at me like, I know you can do better, and like, I've never regretted something more in my life. Worse yet, it doesn't stop there. I've had a professor in a coding class who would use AI generated code examples along with his own to show more variety or whatever, I don't know. And in the last homework at the very end of the semester, I told him I had finally tried using ChatGPT like him for the first time to help me with the code, but it didn't work out. I didn't like the result, it didn't help me at all. Oh, so you haven't used ChatGPT for your homework? Hello? Excuse me? No, I have not. I still vividly remember that time he gave me a written feedback for my homework saying, oh, it seems like ChatGPT has hallucinated a fourth parameter that's not needed here. And I was so offended. Like, excuse me, I do my own homework and I make my own mistakes. I am here to learn a new skill, not to have it all done for me. Why would you even blatantly assume that someone used AI just because there's a tiny mistake in there? I do my own mistakes. Now, I could keep rambling about this on and on, but then the video would take forever, so I will stop now. I just want to say that generative AI is growing into something scary, dangerous, detrimental to the environment and society, while honest and creative people are getting the short end of this stick. I don't want a job to do with using generative AI images, videos, any of the sort. I want to learn my own things, do my own mistakes, feel my own accomplishment when I've figured it out after struggling for a while. I want to do the writing and the drawing and the editing. I want to create my own things and trust my own judgment. And I'm worried that the sentiment is slowly fading out of people's minds, which in turn only made me even more uncertain of my future than I already was in the beginning of this video. Well, just an average day. Hi, I like cheezetonkatsu. Welcome to the channel. I ramble about anything that interests me, from shows, K-pop, games, real life, literally anything. So if you want to stick around, I will be happy. And if you don't want to, that's fine. I hope I'll see you on the YouTube homepage.